Welcome to the Pitchapalooza Elimination Round number 3. Pitchapalooza is brought to you by the team behind Cut Through Venture and One Pitch VC. One Pitch VC is a platform that enables founders to submit their pitch and have it distributed to an extensive panel of some of Australia's most active capital allocators. Raise your investment round faster with One Pitch VC. For more details, follow us on LinkedIn or at www.onepitch.vc. Firstly, a huge thank you to everyone who applied. The response to the inaugural Pitchapalooza has been incredible. We've received an amazing lineup of entries, including businesses of all stages in their journey. We've seen budding pre-product concepts through to companies rolling in tens of millions of dollars in revenue. The job in reviewing and scoring these submissions was no easy task. A huge shout out to our investor panel, featuring some of Australia's most active venture capitalists, who took on the challenge of reviewing and scoring each submission. Whilst not all entries could progress, our panel has now selected the best of these to compete in the elimination process. This is one of 4 elimination sessions. Each session will feature a selection of these innovative businesses, with each delivering a 3-minute pitch on their company and how they're using AI to drive value and efficiency. A panel of 3 of Australia's top VCs will score each round, selecting 2 companies to advance to the Pitchapalooza Grand Final at Google HQ in Sydney on April 10th. But that's not all. You get a say too. 1 additional company from each episode will progress as the People's Choice nominee. Stay tuned until the end to learn how to cast your vote. Before we begin, a massive thank you to our partners. Investment New South Wales is dedicated to boosting research and development, fostering startups and innovation, and growing priority sectors and precincts across the state. Google Cloud accelerates every organization's ability to digitally transform its business and industry, delivering enterprise-grade solutions that leverage Google's cutting-edge technology and tools that help developers build more sustainably. Vanta is the leading trust management platform that helps simplify and centralize security for startups. Notion is the connected workspace that allows teams to easily share documents, take notes, manage projects, and organize knowledge, all in one place. Build Club, the training campus for top AI learners, experts, builders. The fastest way to learn to build cool AI projects and get certified to deliver in AI. And finally, our very good friends at Encore. Encore is a full-service strategic communications agency that emboldens clients to command the narrative.
G'day everyone, my name's Andrew Secuto and I'm a principal at Archangel Ventures. We are one of Australia's most active VC funds, specialising in the pre-seed and seed stages. We support our founders with cheques of between $100,000 and $1.5 million. Our point of difference is our empathy. We've all been founders and operators in early stage businesses, and we use our varied backgrounds to help support your business and you right at the start of your journey, to turn an idea into the start of a hyperscaling, world-beating business. It's never too early to chat to us, so please find us through our website or on LinkedIn. We're excited to learn more about you and your business.
Hi, I'm Shiana Brown, an investor at 5E Capital. 5E is the only Australian private capital firm with funds spanning every stage of a company's life cycle, from early stage venture capital to mid-market private equity. Within our venture capital strategy, we focus on where we think that we can create an outsized impact for the startups that we back. So for us, that means investing in B2B SaaS startups at the Series A and B stage. Companies that have established product market fit, are generating revenue, and are ready to scale. We take a high conviction approach to our investing in only 4 to 6 initial positions per year and reserving capital to back our winners. We are currently actively investing out of our second fund, so if you are building a B2B software company and are ready to scale, we would love to hear from you.
Hi there, my name is Justin Lippin, partner at EVP, Australia's B2B software investor. We've been fortunate over the last 10 years to partner with some of Australia's generational B2B software companies, such as SiteMinder, Deputy, Henry, Ignition, just to name a few. We have a Series A strategy where we typically invest $2 to $5 million into early stage businesses to support the first leg of their go-to-market growth, and then a later stage pool of capital, EVP Opportunities Fund, investing $5 to $15 million into Series B stage Australian software companies. We have an active partnership approach to working with our portfolio with board seats with all companies, 2 people running point on each deal, and a full suite service team sitting behind our investment team's capability. It's great to be here with you at Pitchapalooza. I look forward to hearing a bunch of your pitches. Thanks.
And now, what we've all been waiting for, it's a pleasure to introduce the very first pitch from Choosy App.
Hi, Brendan Leeds here from Clipboard Hospitality and Choosy App, and I'm really excited to share with you how we're using AI in our talent matching application to revolutionize and grow the global hospitality industry. The key challenges that face hospitality businesses globally, and also the contractors and workforce, are wage theft, limited control and financial future, lack of workplace diversity, and unpredictability of the casual employment regime in hospitality. For businesses, it's the lack of quality applicants, increasing fees in recruiters and agency, and disruption due to lack of staff for workers not turning up to shifts. So we wanted to create a platform using AI, using technology that would provide businesses a seamless operations to find quality people to fulfill those unfulfilled shifts. There's over 7,000 unfulfilled shifts weekly in the Australian hospitality industry, and multiply that by about 10 globally. So with our 100,000 members and 10,000 business on Clipboard, we found a real opportunity to create a talent app that was able to utilize AI to provide greater results. So what is Choosy? Choosy is a talent search, talent matching application that matches the profiles and talents and skill sets of workers, of contractors, to meet the requirements from businesses and event companies. What's also interesting to note here is that we also facilitate the payment of these contractors through our third-party integrations such as Stripe. So where does the AI kick into this? Well, our AI uses intelligent matching and machine learning. So we're able to showcase not only a profile picture and a brand for the contractor, but also to show what skill sets they have, what qualifications they have. Through their profile build, they're able to showcase what their ambitions and talent is. This eliminates the time for interviews, it eliminates the time for trial shifts, it eliminates the time that businesses spend, which is over $11,000 on recruiting new staff members. So with our contractors, we're able to place them in a highly skilled operation, and then also provide ratings based on their experiences within these shifts. For the businesses, similar process. We create a profile around what their business is, what their cuisine is, what their culture is like, what their best fit is, and then push that towards our contractors. So the AI kicks in by being able to match what the business requirements are after to a detailed specification, and then match them with quality, talented, and vetted contractors using our AI system. And what's the outcome for this? Well, we increase efficiency, we increase higher staff engagement, they get better quality service, there's the lack of disruption to their operations, but it also helps with retention because they're able to now ensure that they're attracting the right type of talent versus entering the flooded pool of resumes out there through other job applications. So, what is Choosy doing? We're empowering both the contractor and we're empowering the businesses. From the contractor, it gives them the ability to showcase a profile, showcase a brand, pick and choose the shifts that they want to be a part of with the venues they want to be involved with, and also facilitate a payment which is increasing their revenue in this gig economy. For the businesses, it's a value-added product with only a 15% matching fee that gives them the best opportunity to find quality people. And that is the number one challenge that these businesses face when it comes to the events, when it comes to lack of shifts on a Friday night. To give you the most recent example, the Grand Prix, which is happening over the March weekend, we were able to supply our client over 150 quality applicants within 48 hours, which then allowed them to choose and select through our AI program the best match candidates. And this is where Choosy is revolutionizing and really changing the way that talent is viewed, accessed, and then retained within a global hospitality market. So thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing back from you. We're really excited to be part of the Pitchapalooza. We're really dedicated to and passionate about this industry and how AI can evolve hospitality. It's probably one of the last industries to really embrace technology. So we're really excited how we're evolving it on a global stage, but also be able to provide necessary networks and platforms for not only our clients, but for the greater hospitality industry. So thank you very much.
Next up, we will be hearing from Diligence.
Hi, I'm Justin, the founder of Diligence, an AI-powered Monday.com for legal due diligence. So what is legal DD? Well, if you're a lawyer and your clients are buying a business, they will give you access to a large room full of boxes of documents, and you have to go and find the needles in the haystack that they need to know about. This is what it looked like in the 90s, docs in a locked boardroom, but these days, it's gone digital, but the needles still need finding. So how do large law firms manage this? Well, they use this document here called an index. This is the state of the art in project management for legal due diligence. I would sit in my office until 2 a.m, making sure all the right rows were highlighted, and then get my entire team to read every document cover to cover. And this is by far the most tedious part of the job. It is incredibly miserable. The amount of suffering out there is exceptional. It's extremely expensive for clients. It's time consuming. It's inefficient. And we're fixing that at Diligence. By taking advantage of this great dislocation that's happening right now in our industry with AI, we can deliver things at half the cost in a third of the time. And so why is it that something is changing now? Well, AI can do lawyering for the first time ever. Lawyers just don't have the time to work out how and craft very extensive prompts and do huge amounts of testing. And so we take advantage of the fact that legal advice is at its core 3 key things. It's some well-written words, it's the experience of the lawyer writing them, and the client context. And right now, Diligence's opinionated AI uses generative AI and our top-tier lawyers training to complete a first cut of work for the lawyers to review and give them superpowers. But seeing is believing. So I'll show you what it looks like reviewing a contract. The 2 most time-consuming things when you're looking to summarize a key provision in a contract is finding the actual thing and producing a summary. And so what we do is we produce a summary with extensive clause references and then link directly to the evidence that was used in order to create that summary. So the lawyer's being augmented in their workflow. And it takes, so what used to take an hour for contract review now takes about 13 minutes. And so what's this done for our business? Well, we've gone from nothing to 100K in ARR in the last 4 months and are going to hit 500K by Q3. And our sales cycle is reducing massively as we're starting to feel that pull from early signs of product market fit. We're working with the best firms across Australia and New Zealand, and we'll continue to do so. And I think the real opportunity here is that the market that's up for grabs is not just technology for lawyers, it's actually the legal services themselves. And so when you look at all of the fees that are actually up for grabs as lawyers essentially become overseers of technology who do this kind of work, it's an enormous market as we go after every deal. Our founding team is the right mix of tech and legal. Me and my co-founder have both worked in large law firms and also at legal technologies that were venture-backed, so we know what good looks like in getting lawyers to use technology. And our 2 asks, get to know us now ahead of a raise later this year, and if you know any M&A lawyers, we'd love intros.
Next up, we will be hearing from Eased Up.
We're in the middle of a teacher shortage crisis. Educators are stretched thin, juggling endless priorities, drowning in tasks, and battling decision fatigue. Technology has the potential to alleviate some of these pressures, but it remains peripheral to a teacher's world. Existing tools belittle the highly skilled role of teachers, dumping generic content that requires additional time to unpack, understand, and align, making any time saving an illusion. Eased Up changes this by using AI to streamline lesson planning and resource creation that empowers teacher efficiency, but more importantly, effectiveness and impact. This means more time for students without compromising professional judgment. I'm James Hull, an expert educator with over 15 years experience spanning classroom teaching, school-based leadership, and statewide strategic planning. I'm joined by Nick Christensen, a highly accomplished software engineer who led the core product team for a global construction SaaS company from Series A to B. Together, we're lifelong mates and co-founders of Eased Up. Teachers shouldn't have to be prompt engineers to get the most out of technology. Eased Up is built around the way teachers actually work and aligns directly with curriculums across Australia. While curriculums are constant, schools are unique, so our custom formatting lets teachers personalise resources the way they want. Our planning spaces build cumulative knowledge bases, that make it effortless to add content and information to create lessons, slides, assessments, and more, all connected, all streamlined. Teachers build resources in real time with our AI classmates. Operating with bespoke context windows, they are supportive, tireless collaborators that help structure ideas and content, acting as a critical friend. Because the thinking and decision-making happens simultaneously with resource creation, teachers maintain control and deeply understand what they're producing and how to use those materials in the classroom, making their eased up time purposeful and valuable. Teachers lead the process with classmates, enhancing their expertise, not replacing it. No ticker box automation, just intuitive, contextually grounded support that helps teachers make better decisions faster. We believe all teachers should have access to high quality tools that don't break the bank. Eased Up is an equitable solution built for Australian teachers with global reach in sight. We envisage a future where every teacher has their own team of classmates, each with unique skills and purpose, working alongside them to create professionally informed, evidence-based and personalised learning materials. Classmates will evolve, becoming more adaptive and intuitive, helping teachers complete the multitude of tasks in their day-to-day, all while keeping them in full control. And that's Eased Up. Let's amplify expertise, not workload.
Next up, we will be hearing from Good Day.
Hi, my name is Catherine and I'm co-founder and CEO of Good Day. Good Day is an AI-powered app, web and SaaS platform that allows users to find and book mutually available times between friends and businesses. The problem that we aim to solve is twofold. For businesses, small businesses across industries are losing up to 30% of potential revenue every single year due to no-shows and cancellations, leading to billions of dollars lost worldwide. Additionally, small business owners are spending around 36 hours per week on marketing and booking admin. For consumers, it's really hard to make a booking. The process is manual and fragmented across various platforms. It can take around 4.5 hours on average just to find a time that works for yourself and another network. It can take up to 2 weeks to make a single booking. And overall, 80% of people struggle to organize their bookings due to the manual process of putting it into your calendar after it goes into your emails and forming networks. The reminders and the confirmations, that entire process can be incredibly overwhelming and lead to high mental load, which increases the risks of no-shows, forgetting, and just cancellations in general. So these problems are very much linked to one another, and in order to solve the problems for both consumers and for businesses, we need to create a solution that does that too. The way that Good Day utilizes AI in order to solve this problem is in 3 different features. The first being that the homepage for a user when finding a business is catered to their booking preferences, their booking history, as well as the preferences of their friends. So we use the subheadings of our homepage in order to track the user preference and the user history in order to make sure that we make the correct suggestions, and also accounting for the location of that user so that services are closer to home. These bookings would include services as well as events. The second feature is the messaging feature within our application and web, where if you're messaging with friends and you say via text, I wish we could hang out more, or when are you free, the AI personal assistant agents that we've created will actually jump into the chat and say, well, I can see that you're all free on this date, this date, this date, at these times. Here are some businesses that I can recommend that you guys can eat at or have a day at the spa at, or whatever it may be. And I'm happy to book that for you completely in the chat. You just let me know if you want that. The third feature is the automation post a booking being made. So the user story is a user can go into the application or the web, select a business, select the friends that they want to attend, and book a mutually available time. Once that booking is made, it'll automatically go into your Good Day calendar, which syncs with Google, Apple, and Outlook calendars, and your AI personal assistant will automate and handle all of the confirmations, informing networks, reminders, all of the admin that would previously be considered overwhelming and increase mental load. For businesses, we use AI to enhance the 24/7 marketing that we offer, as well as 24/7 booking admin for the consumer and for the business. We also use AI for staff rostering for the business, and staff can receive their roster through the consumer side of the Good Day application through the Good Day calendar. For businesses as well, we provide not only an application that they can control their profile via, but also a SaaS platform. If someone in the case were to cancel last minute just because life happens, we allow businesses to actually put out a notification using AI to people who may be interested in that booking, as well as people who have previously booked there, friends who have people that have previously booked there, and discount that rate so that we can fill in those seats. So that's Good Day. That's how we use AI. Thank you very much for your consideration, and have a good day. Bye.
Next up, we will be hearing from Hyperfaces.
Hey, g'day. My name's Tim Nagel from Hyperfaces. Just a quick bit about the business. Spent the last 2 years just traveling the world, working with architects and designers worked for a medium publisher, and we'd go to these amazing, incredible locations, these beautiful remote properties that had incredible concrete and steel wood in the middle of the mountainside. And I'd speak with these architects. They were lovely, incredible people. They've worked on these properties for 10 years at a time. It came to this point in their life where they had to tell their story. I'd sit down with them, and for about an hour, I would watch them waffle and just absolutely lament through speaking about this incredible project that they had been working on. As I was sitting there, I thought, it'd be amazing if I could just capture this person, scan them, get a bit of their voice and clone it, and then write out what I want them to say. And so it took me on this journey. Anyway, I found this additional huge problem set, which is UGC creators. They've got these huge, expensive campaigns, and they want to get work from these big brands, but the big brands don't want to pay them. They want to test the creative, they want to test their messaging with these influencers, but they don't want to pay their fees. So I figured, what if I could take that same concept of cloning these people, making a replica, and do it with influencers? And that's what Hyperfaces is. It's the Airbnb for your digital self. It's essentially a marketplace where influencers can securely license their digital likeness to brands. It's fast, scalable, fully verified. Brands waste all this money on this UGC content. It's expensive, and it's hard to find product market fit messaging with UGC straight away. Internet is going to be filled with these in the next 12 months. But they're not real. They're just random generations from AI. All these influencers that have all this street cred, and they've got these followers, and people know who they are. They're going to become valuable. And I've faces in the middle, scanning them, creating these authentic replicas of them that brands can use. It's going to help both parties. The way it works, real quick, get scanned, they get verified, and then they get paid per use. The brands, they have to be trusted, they have to be verified. They can choose what replicas they want to work with, and they can use them 24/7, write any scripts they want, use those replicas to promote and find the product market messaging fit. 600 billion in ad spend, shifting towards this AI generated content. Hyperfaces will also control that identity, like this avatar movement, this replica movement. That's Hyperfaces, Airbnb for your digital self. Just quickly on your second question, we're using AI in everything, whether it's like ChatGPT, Claude, Code for windsurf, Cree, Midjourney for image generation, video generation, you name it. We're trying to 10x everything we can here. So that's me. My name is Tim Nagel from Hyperfaces. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Next up, we will be hearing from Rhombus AI.
Hi, I'm Puranjay, founder and CEO of Rhombus AI. Welcome to our world where data flows effortlessly. Enterprise data pipelines are broken, and you may ask why. Well, it's freaking hard to build a pipeline that actually works. Enterprise data is siloed across different sources, rigid data transformation, bad, messy, unreliable data, break pipelines. What do data teams do? They juggle fragmented tools, creating more inefficiencies and fragmented workflows. Why use 5 different tools when you only need one? From fragmentation to automation, start scaling with Rhombus AI. At Rhombus AI, we have built an AI-powered data ops platform that enables users to build fully functional data pipelines in seconds just by describing them in plain English. We had a closed beta last year with 29 users from Vocus and 6 from Greencorp. We are also generating some amazing attention from Australia's leading hedge funds like Blackwater, Antipodes, and Plato. We have also signed up early adopters from Ansto and Westpac. In fact, we're in conversation with Line Data, one of the world's largest providers of data solutions with more than 63,000 users to the financial sector. Where do we sit in the market? We are introducing a new paradigm. On one hand, there are ETL tools like Fivetran, Airbyte, Matillion that require heavy setup and complex coding. On the other hand, data prep tools like Alteryx that lack automation and scalability. We are providing the best of both the worlds, combining ETL with data prep in a no-code interface. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then a video is worth 1,000,000. Watch our web app demo to see how we are crushing our competition.
Data analysis shouldn't be complicated. I'm comparing Alteryx and Rhombus AI to see which one handles portfolio analysis faster and easier. First, Alteryx. I start by uploading each dataset manually, then merge them. Next, I have to split the location column into city and country. And to calculate the ROI, I have to write a custom formula. Finally, I build a visualization for total value by sector. Now, that's a lot of manual steps. Now let's see how Rhombus AI handles the same task. We upload the data, then I simply ask Rhombus, our AI assistant, to complete the same steps in just a few sentences. Rhombus AI gets to work and shows us exactly how it achieved these results. It instantly merged all the spreadsheets, automatically extracted and separated location values, applied the correct formula to calculate ROI, and within seconds, it generated a clear, interactive chart. With Alteryx, I had to go through multiple manual steps. With Rhombus AI, I just ask and it's done. No coding, no complex workflows, just instant results. Try Rhombus AI today and experience true automation.
And finally, our team. We are the right team to build the future of AI-powered data ops. My CTO has a PhD in AI and research collaborations with Harvard, Imperial University of Chicago, and more than 10 years at US tech startups. We are redefining what it means to be a data and AI platform.
Next up, we will be hearing from Tally Stone.
Hi there, my name's Emily, and I'm the co-founder of Tally Stone, where our current product is an automatic data room that allows companies to easily get deal ready and stay deal ready. But today, I'm here to talk to you about what we're building towards. A data room is just one of the tools in the toolkit that we're building for an AI company secretary. The work of a company secretary encompasses governance, compliance, diligence, investor relations, board management, and so on. While not every company can have a professional company secretary, every company has these obligations and a person who's responsible for them. The thing is, if these responsibilities are badly managed, a company can lose deals, lose enterprise value, and potentially face massive regulatory and legal risks. We're a founding team who has seen these critical risks emerge firsthand, and we've identified two key reasons for it. One, doing the work is complex, manual, and resource intensive. And two, there is no source of truth for the complex network of entities, people, documents, and the rights and responsibilities which connect all of them that make up the core of this work. Enter Tally Stone. Our mission is to eliminate the critical risks that company secretarial work presents by making it fully automated and trusted. Our vision is a future where every company can have an AI company secretary. So, when it comes to AI, we have tools that help people do their jobs more efficiently, to now with AI agents potentially doing the jobs more efficiently. This has created a third space where, because of ever-increasing efficiency, we can actually redefine not only efficiency standards, but also quality standards. For company secretarial work, the critical risks it currently presents doesn't need to be the status quo. Because with AI, it's possible to do the work more efficiently and bring about verifiable trust into the space. We're building a product to do just that. AI is allowing us to bring precision, accuracy, and you guessed it, trust into an environment where it was just accepted that it couldn't be done, and that the risks that company secretarial work presents were just a part of doing business. What we're building is not a product that can more efficiently do the work of a company secretary to the same standard it's always been done. Tally Stone will have the tools and data to do the work more efficiently and to a better standard. Thank you.
Next up, we will be hearing from Toasty.
Toasty changes the way you capture your health. Like almost 1 in 2 Australians today, Viv and I have chronic illnesses, ulcerative colitis and polycystic ovarian syndrome. We both battled for years to get diagnosed, and even with countless treatments, we still struggle with intense pains, fatigue, and gut complications. In fact, preventable chronic diseases cause 7 out of 10 deaths annually and cost the US $55 billion every year. Chronic illnesses have no cure, but there are things we can do to mitigate our symptoms. This includes closely tracking our food, medication, and lifestyle, as highlighted in our diary excerpt. There are 3 main pain points on managing chronic illnesses. Firstly, tracking your health is a tedious, time-consuming process taking hours each week. Secondly, finding meaningful patterns and trends in your health can be incredibly tricky, and it's easy to miss subtle triggers or connections. Finally, diagnosing chronic illnesses is challenging, often taking 5 to 10 years. Many conditions also act as risk factors for one another. So if one isn't managed properly, it increases the risk of developing another. So as software engineers, we created Toasty, our AI-powered solution that makes chronic disease management 10 times faster and cheaper. We leverage machine learning and NLP to automate mundane health tracking tasks. We created a photo recognition tool where you can snap a photo of your meal and we'll identify all the ingredients. Instead of manually adding each medication and symptom you experienced, simply use speech to text, talk about your day, and Toasty will categorize it into medication, food, symptom, and its severity, making it ready for analytics. Using tracked data and lab results such as blood tests and CT scans, Toasty's AI-powered insights help flag health irregularities. Toasty can detect recurring trends and alert users to potential causes. Beyond detection, Toasty generates actionable recommendations such as diet adjustments, medication reminders, or suggestions to consult a healthcare professional. We can surface critical insights to health professionals, flagging potential health concerns early and reducing diagnosis time. Toasty also allows you to easily export your health reports to share with your GP or specialist. In one tap, doctors can review pre-identified trends and anomalies, allowing for faster, more informed decision-making, helping you get the most out of your appointments and improving patient outcomes. Currently, we've alpha tested with more than 200 happy users. We're partnered with a PCOS NGO, we've won multiple pitch competitions and secured funding offers. Toasty serves both individual users through mobile app subscriptions and organizations by partnering with clinics, health insurers, and other healthcare providers. We're both software engineers at Google with a range of experience in AI and startups. Having struggled with chronic illnesses for years, our goal is to build the world's leading platform for all your health needs: health tracking, digitizing health records, and improving health literacy. If you're interested in getting involved, find us at toasty.au and let's have a chat.
That brings us to the end of the third elimination final for Pitchapalooza 2025. 3 winners from this session will be announced on One Pitch VC's LinkedIn page at 12 p.m. tomorrow. The link to the page is in the video chat. But before you go, have your say in voting on the People's Choice winner by either scanning this QR code or clicking the link in the video chat. Finally, a huge thank you to all the companies involved for sharing their pitches. Best of luck.